Welcome. In front of me is an HONOR Magic8 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can reset this device through settings. So, to get started, you would want to open up your settings, and in here we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to System and Update. And here you want to select Reset in order to proceed with the resetting of your device. But before we do so, I do want to quickly mention that this process will remove all your data from the device. So obviously, as you probably store some pictures, videos, applications, contacts, or anything like that on your device that you most likely want to maintain, I recommend backing up your device. Now, when we click on the backup and restore options, in here we have a couple different ways we can go about it. So we have backup data, backup messages, call logs, and other data to external storage. So this will use some kind of backupping application on here, which you could then plug in some kind of USB storage or anything like that. Actually, I don't want to select limited, but okay. Permissions, where was the photos? You need to allow all. There we go. So from here you can select to back it up to external storage or to some HONOR suite. So this is a computer application, I believe. Now I do want to be very clear about this. I am not certain that this backup allows you to restore it on every device. So I think it might limit you to HONOR or Huawei devices only. Definitely HONOR devices, but for instance, if you may have Samsung, I don't know if you could restore the backup, even though it's done to like an SD card or something like that, to a Samsung. So something to keep in mind. But what you could do instead is use their application. So quickly showing it, if I can find it relatively quickly. I don't even remember how it's called on here. Device clone. So here we have a device clone. So if you're getting rid of this phone and you got a new one, I know this phone didn't come out too long ago, but assume that it's a couple years in the future too. So if you got a new device and you want to swap out from this one, you could use either device clone if your new device is also an HONOR phone. If it's not, most other manufacturers have their own equivalent version of this application on their devices. So for instance, Samsung has the smart something. Can I remember this? See, smart switch. There we go. So you can see it right here, smart switch. For instance, Oppo, Realme, OnePlus, and Vivo have clone phone. And like I said, most devices have their own equivalent. Each brand obviously has their own application. So if you're switching to another phone, look for their version of what you have right here, and whatever that phone has, you will need to download on this device by going to something like a Play Store. Now, if it's HONOR, you will have the same application on it, so no worry. And this will be the best way you can transfer over your data, as it gives you granular option on what you can transfer over, including applications, app data, photos, videos, music, the actual downloaded apps from like third-party sources as well, call logs, messages, contacts, and so on. So basically everything that is on this phone. So that is going to be a much better option. Now the other one in there that we could see, let's just go back into the settings and back out of here. Apparently not that back, there we go. And in the backup and restore, you also had the option to back it up through Google. Now this is one option that I don't recommend utilizing. Reason for it is, like I mentioned for the application that is right here, the clone phone ones, they allow you to move over everything. Google, on the other hand side, does not. Even when you're setting up the device, it shows up with an option to transfer over easily data from one phone to another, but that is just bullshit. What it will transfer over is everything that can hoover up as a data that they can monetize. So as an example, applications that are downloaded from third-party software, Yeah, those aren't being moved because they didn't come from Play Store. Therefore, Play Store didn't get a cut of the money. So they don't give two shits about moving this application. You'll have to do that yourself, manually. So obviously in this aspect, it's kind of shit. Additionally, for photos, it's the same thing. If the photos library on your phone exceeds the cloud storage of your photos, which is 2 gigabytes, I believe, yeah, we're going to move the 2 gigabytes that we have access to so we can train our AI models. But everything outside of that, yeah, you can either pay to extend the storage or you can move it yourself. So in this kind of way, it's stupid just because you're not actually moving the data. You're straight up backing it up to the cloud. And if something happens with the cloud, you have no access to it. And additionally, it literally just creates a secondary copy of it on the cloud, which then pulls it from the cloud to new device. Not the best. Use the clone phone applications, they're much superior. Anyway, let's move on to reset. And in here we can select reset phone. It gives you a bunch of information, what it will remove, which, like I mentioned, music, photos, files, and so on. Anyway, we're going to select reset phone. If you have some kind of screen lock, you do need to confirm it. And then it gives us the option to back it up from here. We should already have our device backed up, so this doesn't really matter. And we have two different ways of resetting our device, either reset or reset, but keep eSIM. Now this device supports eSIM, which is the digital SIM card. If you have a physical one, you can choose whichever one you want if you've never added an eSIM. If you do have an eSIM, obviously this will depend if you want to keep it in the device or not have it saved in there. I don't have it here, but just for the simplicity, I will be selecting reset with removing eSIM basically, as even if there is one, I wouldn't want one to be there. And when you press it, obviously this will begin factory resetting your device, and this process will take a couple minutes most likely to finish up. And when it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.